Hello everyone. Welcome to IAS. Let's discuss today's prelims topics. Question 1 with reference to the Commission of Railway Safety, CRS, consider the following statements. 1. An government body that acts as the Railway Safety Authority in the country. 2. Headquartered in New Delhi. 3. CRS report to the Ministry of Railways of the Railway Board. Which of the following given above are correct? A. 1 only. B. 2 only. C. All 3. D. None. The answer is A. As the name suggests, CRS deals with matters related to the safety of rail travel and operations, among some other statutory functions inspectorial, investigatory, and advisory, as laid down in the Railways Act of 1989. Investigating serious train accidents is one of the key responsibilities of the CRS, which is headquartered in Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh. It is, however, worth noting that the CRS does not report to the Ministry of Railways of the Railway Board. It is, in fact, under the administrative control of the Ministry of Civil Aviation, MOCA. The reason or principle behind this, put simply, is to keep the CRS insulated from the influence of the country's railway establishment and prevent conflicts of interest. Question to consider the following statements about Kakhovka hydroelectric power plant. 1. The dam was built in the Soviet era and is one of 6 that sit along the Dnipro River, which stretches from the very north of the country into the Caspian Sea. 2. It is in the city of Nova Kakhovka in the Kherson region, Russia. 3. The primary purposes of the dam were hydroelectric power generation, irrigation, and navigation. Which of the following given above are correct? A. Only 1. B. Only 3. C. All 3. D. None. The answer is B. The dam was built in the Soviet era and is one of 6 that sit along the Dnipro River, which stretches from the very north of the country into the Black Sea. It is in the city of Nova Kakhovka in the Kherson region, Ukraine. Question 3 with reference to prepaid payment instrument, PPI, consider the following statements. 1. PPIs are instruments that facilitate the purchase of goods and services, conduct of financial services, and enable remittance facilities, among others, against the money stored in them. 2. PPIs can be issued as wallets only. 3. PPIs can be issued by banks only by obtaining approval from the RBI. Which of the following given above are correct? A. Only 1. B. Only 2. C. All 3. D. None. The answer is A. PPIs are instruments that facilitate the purchase of goods and services, conduct of financial services, and enable remittance facilities, among others, against the money stored in them. PPIs can be issued as cards or wallets. There are 2 types of PPIs: small PPIs and full KYC, Know Your Customer PPIs. Further, small PPIs are categorized as PPIs up to 10,000 rupees with cash loading facility and PPIs up to 10,000 rupees with no cash loading facility. PPIs can be loaded/reloaded by cash, debit to a bank account, or credit and debit cards. The cash loading of PPIs is limited to 50,000 rupees per month subject to the overall limit of the PPI. PPIs can be issued by banks and non-banks after obtaining approval from the RBI. Question 4. Consider the following statements about the Securities Appellate Tribunal, SAT. 1. This is a statutory and autonomous body. 2. The presiding officer and other members of the board are elected by the selection committee by the Prime Minister of India. 3. Jurisdiction of the Securities Appellate Tribunal extends to companies situated across India. Which of the following given above are correct? A. Only 1. B. Only 2. C. All 3. D. None. The answer is C. Securities Appellate Tribunal is formed as a statutory body as per the provisions of Section 15K of the SCBI Act 1992, where orders passed by the SCBI are upheld, heard and resolved. Securities Appellate Tribunal hears appeals against the following orders. Orders issued by the Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India (IRDAI) in relation to cases filed before it. Orders issued by the Pension Fund Regulatory and Development Authority (PFRDA) in relation to cases filed before it. Here the orders passed by the Securities and Exchange Board of India. Question 5. With reference to Nyaya Vikas, consider the following statements. 1. Centrally sponsored scheme, CSS, for the development of infrastructure facilities for districts and subordinate judiciary since 2018 to 2019. 2. Implemented by the Department of Justice. 3. The funds sharing pattern under the scheme for center and state is 50-50 in respect of states other than northeastern and Himalayan states. Which of the following given above is are correct? A. Only 1. B. Only 2. C. All 3. D. None. Answer is B. Centrally sponsored scheme, CSS, for the development of infrastructure facilities for districts and subordinate judiciary since 1993 to 1994. Under the scheme, central assistance is provided to the state government UT administrations for the construction of court halls and residential units for judicial officers, judges of district and subordinate courts. The funds sharing pattern under the scheme for center and state is 60-40 in respect of states other than northeastern and Himalayan states. The funds sharing pattern is 90-10 in respect of northeastern and Himalayan states and 100% in respect of union territories. Question 6. Consider the following statements about the Gulf of Mannar Marine National Park, GMMNP. 1. It is a protected area of India consisting of 21 small islands, islets and adjacent coral reefs in the Gulf of Mannar in the Indian Ocean. 2. Jagdish Bakkan, Wildlife Warden and District Forest Officer, DFO, of Ramnathpuram district has won the 2023 Michel Batties Award for Biosphere Reserve Management from the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, UNESCO. 3. It lies 1 to 10 kilometers away from the east coast of Tamil Nadu, India for 160 kilometers between Thoothukudi, Tuticorin and Dhanushkodi. Which of the following given above is are correct? A. Only 1. B. Only 2. C. All 3. D. None. The answer is C. Mr. Bakkan has been chosen for the award for his work in the Gulf of Mannar Biosphere Reserve, which is endowed with rich marine biodiversity, including several species of fish, coral, birds, sea turtles, and crustaceans. Will be presenting the case study at the 35th session of the International Coordinating Council of the Man and the Biosphere Reserves program organized by the UNESCO in Paris from June 12 to 15. Question 7. With reference to Fateh missile, recently in news, consider the following statements. 1. An hypersonic medium-range ballistic missile developed by Russia. 2. It is Iraq's first hypersonic ballistic missile. 3. Its name means great. Which of the following given above is are correct? A. Only 1. B. Only 2. C. All 3. D. None. The answer is D. A hypersonic medium-range ballistic missile developed by the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps. It is Iran's first hypersonic ballistic missile. Its name, which means conqueror or bringer of victory, is Victor in Arabic. The hypersonic missile has a range of 1,400 kilometers and uses solid propellants, allowing high maneuverability. Its name has been chosen by Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei and translates to the opener. Iran had recently unveiled an intermediate-range ballistic missile, which is its first ever. Unlike conventional ballistic missiles, hypersonic ones fly on a trajectory low in the atmosphere, enabling them to reach their targets more quickly and with less chance of being intercepted by modern air defenses. Question 8. What are defibrillators? 1. Defibrillators are devices that send an electric pulse or shock to the heart to restore a normal heartbeat. 2. They are used to prevent or correct an arrhythmia, an uneven heartbeat that is too slow or too fast. Which of the following given above is correct? A. Only one. B. Only two. C. Both. D. None. The answer is C. Thank you everyone. Do subscribe to this channel. Use code SPLIVE to join Unacademy.